I feel the person in front of me needs a reading about why there's a connection that seems to be like the growth has stopped. You know, for a lot of you here, this relationship could be something that has been pivotal for a big part of your journey. And you're not sure if there's something you've done or if spirit's like blocking a connection. It just feels like somebody who you used to embrace so much is going a separate way from you. And that can be really uncomfortable. You're in a transitional time. One way of being with a person, a relationship, developing. Sometimes we grow apart from people. And it doesn't mean that there was anything wrong. It doesn't mean that the connection was any less real. We just develop as we grow as people. You know, whoever this person is, I could definitely tell that spirit is not saying that they're going to be blocked completely from your life. But you are correct that you're entering a new phase where the relationship, the way you treat each other, the way you talk together, it's just going to be different. So for some of you here, maybe you were, you have a child with somebody, or you were in a really long-term relationship, you were married, is a collective, taste what resonates, but you have entered a spot where it feels like you've drifted apart and you're trying to figure out if you're just drifting apart for a moment to then come back together stronger, or if this means that there's other people for you. That both of you, that who your person is, may be elsewhere. I don't see spirit showing this is a person in your life that's a negative connection. Life's not black and white. They are a good person. You care about each other. You love each other. So that's what makes it even more, not even the word frustrating, but confusing. Let's see what Spirit says regarding this connection. If this is your reading, I can see that there is a calm after the storm with this connection. It doesn't feel like you two are not on the... It doesn't feel like you two aren't on the same page. If there's been no actual true conversation about this and it's a feeling, I sense these two souls do feel an equalness of drifting apart. But it's not because you don't love each other. It feels like there's a lot of history. And as we grow as people, we develop, we change what our needs are. And it feels like this individual is not leaving your life. For a lot of you here, there is some form of a connection that's a contract. So that could very well just mean the soul tie, but that could also mean physical stuff. That can be children. You're not exiting each other's life. It's just developing into a different connection. It's going to be easier for you guys to adapt during this time than you may think at first. Because, fear, paranoia, how things were in the past with other connections, it prepares you for the worst. Everyone in this energy wants to stay together. Does not want to keep back their inner truth anymore. Spirit is saying that you two are entering a time where, because they are collective, so it takes what resonates. For some of you, that means really settling that you are no longer in a relationship, or even understanding that there's going to be new adaptations in your relationship. Love and life is not black and white. For some people here, this means adding partners or adding more connections to your life. But to tell both of you what Spirit is saying, that you have to stay together. or that there's nobody else, it feels like your energies would end up really like, I'm trying to find the right word here. I think they're trying to say two things. If you were to completely leave each other's life, there would be a grieving. And it's not necessary. It feels like there's a developed connection that stays a friendship or a different type of bond. And another thing I could be picking up on here, okay, that makes sense. If you're somebody who is like open relationship, polyamorous, that type of vibe, maybe that's what they're talking about, this like transitional adaptation. But if you're not somebody that's like that, if you're monogamous, then this is talking about a developed friendship, a care, still having community, but knowing that there's nothing wrong with things moving forward on different shifts. You will be shipping, you will be going on this journey together, but you'll be in separate ships. They love you. You love them. Spirit wants you to know. Spirit wants you to see this as loving somebody so much that you choose to see their happiness is outside of yourself, is outside of themselves. You know, this isn't coming from a place of deep deception or something happening behind your eyes. This is all very internal process that you're speaking together, and I can feel it. Some of you, you're about to have this conversation. My throat chakra is closing up, but also opening. And it feels almost like when you just have been wanting to tell something to somebody so badly that it's like stuck. But then when you finally release, there's this mutual understandings. There is another person that's meant for you. So if you choose to just stay with what you know, or keep the same dynamic of what you know, you're going to end up resenting each other. That's the word I've been looking for. This part of your story, it's going to be easier than you expect to work strong together and stay in this positive mindset. Stay loving. And it's not that your love for each other goes away. It just develops into something different. Its own form of beauty, its own form of care. You'll always be able to be vulnerable with this person. It's just time for you to spread your wings, to spread the love that you taught each other, and bring more community into each other's lives. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with yours truly, and you're watching this on TikTok, somewhere around here, you're going to see a button that says book now. If you're watching this on any of my stories on my platforms, go ahead to the link in my bio, and it will be there. That's offprintmint.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can go down to the description of this video, and I have it linked there. Also, if you want to see all my available services, check out the My Services tab on my website, because I do more than just tarot. That's what I got for y'all today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.